Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. The quality is going to be a little bit different for this one because I'm recording off of my MacBook. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be Hurt Babe Part 8. No, just joking. So, pretty much I'm going to be having a conversation with, I'm going to say my ex, but we never officially dated. Pretty much, so I'm going to be having a conversation with my ex, basically speaking about what his side of the story is and what my side of the story is. Why we didn't work, pretty much. Why? And where we went wrong. It's going to be a conversation, guys. So sit back, get your wine. I'm about to get mine, and we will sip the tea together. And I'm about to pull out all the receipts. So hey, guys. This is a whole nother clip from the next day. I just pretty much didn't film last night because old boy fell asleep. So I went to sleep, woke up, and redid my makeup the exact same way. Might look a little bit different, but the exact same gist. And we're getting prepared. We're about to finally film. It's 10:40 a.m. and I'm on Clubhouse right now. Listening to some information, but I love this app. I really hope it doesn't go live with everybody because I really like it. And it's super chill. I feel like it's just the right amount of people, and then when people get on, it's gonna be ass. And I seen Kyle post about it on the neighborhood talk today, and I was like, why? But yeah, so that's beside the point. Let me go ahead and get out this room. I am pretty much, I guess I should give you guys a little bit of a backstory. So the guy that I'm talking about today is somebody that I've been dealing with. Well, I don't deal with him no more, but, well, I guess. So I've been dealing with him, excuse me, off and on. My aunt calling me. Hello? All right, so I'm back. So I guess where I left off was me telling you a little bit about our scenario or whatever. So we have been talking off and on for 5 years, literally. Yeah, since 2015. I'm not really gonna get into the whole backstory of how we met or whatever, but yeah. So we've been talking off and on for 5 years, and throughout the time, and let me say this is very biased because it's my side of the story, pretty much. So I'm gonna let him tell his side or whatever, but basically we were talking off and on for a couple years. He had one girlfriend that every nigga has that one girlfriend that's they first love, all that type of stuff. So he was off and on dating her while also off and on dating me. So it was but he couldn't let go of this one first love thing or whatever. So I'm cool, whatever. We all got that person. Basically, this last time that we finally talked or whatever, it was our first time talking to each other as adults in a sense. I'm older than him, so, and they say women mature quicker, but yeah. So this last time was a lot different. We were more just older. So I have my own place now, I have a car, we could do more pretty much. So we went on dates, and we pretty much, he was here all the time. He would buy me stuff for my house, household appliances, whatever. Not appliances. Stuff for the house. Paper towel, toilet paper, shit like that. So it was just more adult-ish. And I know I sound very young saying that, huh? But yeah. It was more adult-ish. It gave me more vibes oh, okay, we can make this happen. This is on a rail. And yeah, so basically, as time went on, of course, I started having conversations okay, so we've been talking off and on for 5 years. So what's the tea? Are we ever going to take this to the next level, or are you content with being here or whatever? And basically, we had this conversation a couple times, and I will take fault for this, but we had this conversation a couple times, and it was basically on the type of time I'm not ready for that. I kind of what we have going on right now. Cool, niggas say that. Okay. Not saying that I, like, okay, maybe I thought I could change the nigga like everybody do. Or change his mind, because, like, shit was going so great, like, and it was just convenient for the moment. So I didn't want to, like, stop right there, like, so I just kept on going, and then we would just revisit the conversation later. We probably had the conversation like 2 or 3 times. And one conversation we had was kind of like, you know, that's not what I'm looking for, because I got a lot of stuff going on with, shut up, microwave. But I got a lot of stuff going on with me right now, and I don't want to basically have a title on it, because if I fuck up and I hurt you, I won't be responsible, pretty much in a sense. I'm like, nigga, you will be responsible. Regardless if you're my man or you're somebody I'm talking to, the hurt's not going to change. It's not going to be any different. It's going to be the same. So you sound dumb. So whatever, we had a whole like situation with that, and I was thinking about really just cutting it off then, but we were in quarantine, and I was like really feeling him or whatever, and the history behind it, you know, always makes me like think like, oh, maybe I should just, you know, latte. But yeah. So then we started talking again. We just basically went back into it, and then he asked me, oh, we planned a trip together pretty much. So we go, meanwhile, like the week before the trip, I don't know, like I feel like I was tying up loose ends at work and trying to get like everything all squared away. Like now as an adult, I realize you can't even just like go on vacation and get like and leave your life. You have to like plan things out. Like, okay, so I had to pay the rent this day. Make sure my car was good. Somebody had to watch my dog. No, I don't have a dog. Well, I do, but not that lives with me. So I was getting all my ducks in a row, making sure my PTO work and everything was all good. And we weren't really communicating too much that week, and neither was he. So I kind of felt like we were on the same tip, like just, you know, grinding, trying to get everything all together. So by the time we went on the trip, I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know, it'll be our relaxation time. We'll relax, we'll reconnect or whatever. We go on the trip. My eyes, I think everything's cool. We like taking bait pics, like we doing whatever. He's paying for a lot of the stuff. Like we're having a great time. We come back and literally the vibe is back to like dull. Like it's like the vacation was like a fairy tale. And then we came back and it was just like back to blah. So then, oh crap. My bad, guys. I wanted to go reheat up my tea. But yeah, so then it was like back to blah. And basically we kind of had like a little bit of conversation. It was kind of like, he kind of came off a little like, to me. And he was just basically like, you know, it ain't been the same since before we left for vacation, blase, blase. And all this energy. I'm like, whoa. Like, why didn't you say this to me? Like, we just come back from vacation and you just tripping. So basically he was on some type of time like, you know, I just want to be friends in a sense. So I'm like, okay. You just did all of that. We did all of this. It's been all these years. And that's what you want to do. Okay. So basically I was just like, I don't want to be, sorry. So I was like, I don't want to be your friend. Like, I don't know if that sounds selfish of me, but why, like, you asking me, do I want to be your friend? I feel like I have a choice to answer. So I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section, like, what you would have done. Like, if you were talking to someone seriously and, you know, it might have been a little bit of a bumpy patch, but I don't know if I'm just old fashioned, but like, I work that shit out. Like, it's not going to be perfect 100% all the time. But if you have somebody in your circle, in your life that is a good person all around pretty much, my eyes was just hashtag he's just not that into you. So I was like, I don't want to be your friend. Like, I've been doing this with you for 5 years at this point. There's no beef, but I'm not about to be your friend. Like, I'm not about to, oh, hey, how you doing? How's work? No. All that is cut to a T, because you cannot just go from being in like and in love with somebody and like feeling intense emotions for somebody to just friend zoning them the next day. I cannot do it. Sorry, not my emotions. I don't know what to tell you. So me telling him that I didn't want to be his friend, like, he went on like a Twitter rant, like, I knew that shit was fake from the start, blase, like, How? How was it fake from the start? Because I don't want to be your friend. I was someone who wanted a relationship with you. You were someone who did not want the same things. So, in my eyes, I think it's the smartest decision to go our separate ways. You wanted to keep me around to linger as a friend because of what time? I really don't know why, so I think that this conversation is going to be good because I'm going to ask these questions. But yeah, so that was, I want to say back in August or something like that. And he recently hit me up, like basically asking was I cool and stuff like that. Well, actually, let me tell you the toxicity of the message. Because I found it very funny, but let me see. What did he say exactly? Oh, and by the way, guys, I did get his permission to film this today. So he knows about it. I'm actually about to call him in like 5 minutes. But, yeah, he said to me, "What's up? How are you? I know you're good, but I just wanted to check up." Like, how are you going to ask me how I am and then tell me you know I'm good? You don't know what could have happened to me over these past couple months. All you see is what I post on social media, which is what I allow everyone else to see. I don't know. I just thought that was funny, but yeah, he just asked could we like talk, FaceTime or whatever, and catch up. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I don't know, like me retelling the story and reliving emotions, I probably come off like bitchy, but I'm actually not. I'm kind of in a place like, oh, he just texted me. I'm kind of in a place like, okay, like I actually would not mind doing this with other people as well. Like previous exes, like wondering what's your side of the story versus my side of the story. Maybe we can come to an understanding. Maybe we may come to yelling. Maybe we may come to tears. Who knows? I don't know, but I think it's a good thing to like go sometime, sit back, reflect, and then speak on it outside of emotion, not not full force in it. Because then you get a good understanding. Like if people ask you, what was your last relationship? What was your longest relationship? What could you have done better? And why do you think it ended? Sometimes, when you have those conversations in the heat of the moment, the answer could be different than what it would be today. So, all right, guys, that was just my little front back story, whatever. I am about to call him. All right, guys, I'm back, and I'm back with my Yes Girl Yes tea mug from Target. And I'm about to sip some tea and give this nigga a call. Oh. All right. I'm gonna bring my hand. I don't know why I'm laughing right now.
Hello.
Hey. Nothing much. So, um, I've already started filming. Did you want to have a conversation first, or?
No, I figured you already did. You know what I'm saying? Get right to it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's been all up the top anyway. Let's go.
So, I don't know where you wanted to take it because I started off thinking about like you text me and asked me did I want to FaceTime and talk. Were you just talking about like life updates or were you talking about like previous stuff?
No, I just was talking about just talking. Like, hey, this is talking about life, not about us necessarily. Just talking.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I guess I kind of like did like a pre story, like a little bit about how I know you and like our off and on history for the past couple years or whatever. But pretty much, um, what I'm filming, I'm not sure if I told you all the way, but it's like basically your side of the story versus my side of the story. Why do you think we ended?
Right. You know what I'm saying? You already know my side. I don't feel like shit should have even stopped, but it did. So
So,
saying,
do you want me
to go first or?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. All right. So I forgot. I don't need to go into the whole story, but like just for the most recent portion of it, I feel like this last time we reconnected or whatever, we was a lot older. We had more time. We could do more stuff, so that was better. Um, like I feel like regardless, we already know. I wanted a relationship. You were not ready for that. Um, it was a conversation that we had multiple times, and then towards the end, it was just like I feel like after we came back from Vegas, like the vibe wasn't all the way correct. I guess I was willing to work on it, but it kind of seemed like you really didn't want that. And I remember you like texting me, like asking me, like basically saying that you kind of wanted to be friends. Um, and I had strong feelings for you, so I didn't want to be friends. And then like from then on, you kind of got mad, I guess in a sense, because you like started tweeting about me like it was never real, you know. Since I didn't want to be your friend, but I was like, in my side of the story, it was kind of like, how can I have deep feelings for somebody and then just turn it off, like, and just become your friend? Like, I didn't want to do that, so I felt like that's kind of where the bridge was drawn, and I just wanted to fall back, like, cause again, it wasn't like our first time around the rodeo. It was like we've been talking off and on for so many years. So like at this point, it's like all of this time I don't want to just be your friend, and I feel like on your side of the spectrum, and this may not have been it, but I feel like on your side of the spectrum, it was kind of like I still want to keep you around, but even though we don't
have the same views?
Wait, let me finish.
I thought you was. Let's be really fair.
No.
So it was like my side of the story kind of felt like even what you just saying, like you didn't really want it to end, I guess in a sense, but it was just like we didn't have the same views, so like why keep stringing or keep having me around if that's not the same vibe that I want and that's not the same vibe that you want. Like I feel like maybe it was just just a time for us both to be alone and just reflect and just find what we want, and I'll find the person that I want that has the same things in common, you know?
It's my turn.
Yeah.
My side was that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying the vibe definitely was off. And I don't know, like, it just was weird to keep saying like all that romantic shit. That shit was weird. So I'm like, yo, let's just cut that out for a little bit and let's just be how we was at first. Like, that's what we was at first. Like, we always was friends. Like, I don't know why you acting like, and we, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have to make it seem like, only step for us now is boyfriend, girlfriend. You know, we always had that friend vibe. Like, even though it just was crazy because this time, like you said, we was much older. Like, we got closer this time. We did shit we never did before. And we was, you know what I'm saying, to pass up on each other. But it was still with a friend vibe, though. Like, so, when you had told me no, after I kind of explained to you that, like, we always already was friends, you just said, no, I just was like, damn, like, it's fucked up. Like,
because I feel like we crossed the threshold. So for me to take my feelings away and go back was just not an option for me. Do you understand that? Or
it wasn't really even a take a feelings away type joint. It just was.
But you said like stop being romantic. That's just me as a person. Once I'm feeling somebody and I pass that threshold.
But you definitely held it in. You know what I'm saying? You held it in before. Like, it's not even like a hold it in type joint. It's just something.
Why would I want to hold something in when I could just be normal with somebody?
It's not even like a hold it in type. Well, what you call it before then? When you had feelings for me but didn't show it. Like, you was holding it in. Like, that's what you was doing.
Yeah, but that was in the beginning of us
reconnecting, so it was like it wasn't the time. But like once you get to the point where, you know, you hanging with somebody every day, you know, you talking.
When we first reconnected, you still was fighting it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you don't come straight out the back when you just reconnect with somebody, you know? You gotta feel them out. Like, I wasn't, like, madly in love with you when we reconnected right away. I was just, you know, building up the momentum. And then, like, as we started hanging out more, you would be around me, Kay, like, we started talking, you know, about everything. Then again, like, it was a different vibe, like, how you Like you would say you don't want a relationship, but then you would be like you would allow me to go on like to meet your family and stuff like that. So it was for me it was kind of just very confusing.
Right? I guess like that could have been confusing. But but when we first reconnected, we both understood that relationship wasn't happening soon. Like, and I guess you even said it. You thought you could change my mind, but that's not something that you could do. Like, so even though it seemed like that was really the next step, and I probably said some things. I said, it really was a lot of pressure. Like, I ain't really gonna hold you. I'm not saying you put pressure on me, but it was a pressure around me. Like, I guess, like, that's what I'm saying. It's official. It's just something that I wasn't ready for, and I'm still not ready for. That's why I always feel like I always made it clear that I wasn't.
Yeah, I can't say that you haven't. That's why I'm like, as you know, as a woman, we always feel like if the vibe is right, why not? Or we can we do be thinking that we can make somebody change their mind or whatever.
I felt like by the time I felt like, all right, like, I could probably do this. So then, like I said, when it really got close to it, I feel like I really just couldn't do it, and that's when I really started getting turned off by the shit. And it was weird. Like, it really was weird. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit just was like, that's what I really knew. Like, yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, it just sucked the timing and all that. Like I said, but I'm glad that it was like we was able to, I guess, like handle the situation fast. I guess, like
What?
like being prolonged, like keep holding on. Like, I'm still being turned off by like we still fuck with each other now. Like dragging into Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm just really saying out of it. You really probably the vibe still off. You really probably just like, oh, this man being weird, or you probably falling off me too. You probably would have ended up probably not fucking with me too. We just, I'm saying, like, I'm glad that we handled it when we handled it. Like, it just sucked that it happened as soon as we came back from Vegas, though. Like, it just made it all look weird, but that's when it was happening to me. So.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have prolonged it because if the vibe was just off, I would have just probably fell back.
But you never said that when the vibe was off, though. I did. You was chalking it.
Well, for a moment. Well, so pretty much, if you think about it, it was the week before vacation, and the vibe was off. But in my mind, I'm thinking like I'm trying to get things tied up with, me getting my rent paid, X, Y, and Z, making sure my time at work is fine or whatever. So I'm thinking, all right, we just tying our loose ends or whatever, and then we go on vacation. It's going to like reconnect the vibe or whatever. And I felt like the vibe was good on vacation. I don't know, huh?
It was, but when we came back, it was the same how it was before we left.
Yeah, but literally, oh, I said your name. I'll block it out. But literally, it was like 2 days later after we got back. Like I was just reading the text messages. It was like 2 days later, and you was just basically on that type time, like be friends. So for me, it was kind of confusing because it was like we just had this great vacation, and remember, like I had to go to work the next day, so it was like just busy, busy, busy. But then like right after that, I'm like, all right, like the vacation was great, and then it was just like, hey, I want to be friends. Like, I don't want to do that romantic stuff. And I'm like, damn, I just really felt like we had a great trip. So now you want to turn it off. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, I don't want to be your fucking friend. And I have a choice. Like, so it really did hurt my feelings because you was like, basically, basically saying it was fake the whole time. But in my mind, it was like, how was it fake the whole time? Like, I don't understand. Like, just because I don't want to be your friend now does not mean that it was fake. Obviously, to me, in my mind, that sounds like, damn, she really fuck with me, like, to the point where she can't even be my friend, like, because that's not what she wants. So
I just felt like you really fucked with me, then you really would have just understood, like, because I understood where you was coming from. It just seemed like you really just wasn't trying to understand where I was coming from. You just really, like, just chalked it. As soon as I said what I said, you just chalked it. That's what I was like, all right, well, it must not have been real. She crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got on Twitter, you know how I'm saying I probably reacted, I probably draw, but
yeah,
a lot.
You know, I ain't never say your name. People don't know for real. Like, they don't give a fuck if they do. That just shows you, like, you shouldn't even. It shit real life.
Like, your close friends know.
Well, you said my close friends?
I'm talking about your close friends on Instagram.
I don't really post my close friends on Instagram.
But I know that now. I'm talking about before. You used to post me all the time, so their natural reaction probably would have been like, "Oh, it was that girl."
I post you on my regular page too.
Whatever.
So
I didn't. Like that just was what it was at the time. Like you was something I was trying to hide. I was fucking with you. Like I post you on my close friends a lot, but I was fucking with you. I ain't gonna lie. It's just that shit. I don't know. When we really was just in that phase where we was fucking with each other, but like, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't close to the relationship, like we just was really, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that some shit got real, but then that whole, I don't know what it was, bro, that made me feel like, oh, the next step is relationship, like, I gotta make this happen. Like, I don't know what it was, but that just felt like it was in the air at that moment, and I'm just like, no, that's not what I gotta do, like, I'm not trying to do that. And I feel like I disappoint you every day I didn't make you my girlfriend. So I'm like, I gotta just, try to tell her that I'm not ready for it again.
Yeah. So my thought process is, we're hanging out all the time. We telling each other sentimental shit. We talking about, real shit. We, you hanging out with, me and Kay, Jude, that's like my family. You invite me to hang out with your family, like it's situations like you tell me you want me to come to your grandma's house. We buying each other stuff. We going on vacation. What do you think the next step, like in a normal scenario, what do you think the next step would be?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I just felt as though that was the next step, and that's not what I wanted. You knew that, and we discussed it. Like I'm not saying you wrong for thinking it.
That's
why I'm confused, because like, so
I'm not saying. I mean, when I be talking about expectations, I really just be talking about like the whole disappointment part. Like I felt that though you shouldn't have felt disappointed if I did make you my girl, all because of, like, we talked about it when we first started. Even though when we talk about it every day, like we talked about when we first reconnected, like you said. I don't know. I just feel like you probably, I don't know.
So I get the fact that if you don't want a relationship, that's fine. But why should you be mad at me if I don't want to continue with just a platonic friendship? Like, I don't mind being cool.
Just what's the difference?
Hey, every once in a while,
but...
Only
thing that's different is, like, really the name, like, the whole, cause I wasn't fucking with no other girls when I was fucking with you.
Yeah, like, but that's...
And I know you wasn't fucking with no other niggas, so... We was good. Like it was just the whole. Oh, you gotta make her your girlfriend. Like damn.
Yeah, but
that's not what I wanted. I wanted a man. I wanted somebody who was,
And I felt like I was trying to be that for you. Like
but you weren't. You're not.
You're not, and you weren't in that headspace to make the commitment, and that's what I wanted. So if you aren't in that headspace to make that commitment, I don't know if you ever will be. It's been 5 years. So what I'm saying is,
that was the past though. Like this was a brand new me and you. Like we never did what we did this year. Like so, you know what I'm saying? When it came to, you know what I'm saying, like you said, me being a man, I felt as though this is like a brand new start. You was fucking with the new me. Like we were supposed to, like you supposed to ride it out. Like we really could have ended up being something soon too. Like you don't know when that shit was gonna. I just at this. Right now, still, probably next year, still, too. I'm just not here mentally for a relationship. Like, and you know that. So I don't know why you could have just still stuck around and be with me. And not be my girlfriend. It's not like I was out here fucking other bitches.
Why the did you bring me back?
Why did I bring you back, New York?
Why did you bring me back?
Let me tell you something, New York. Let me tell you something. If people thought this was for TV, and check this out, why am I on you? I'm not on you. Your ways, New York. Your ways, New York. You have jealous ways, New York.
And this is New York.
New York.
How you brought me back to open up the same way.
How How would I let you in like New York? How would I let?
So here's my thing. I feel like it's I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a men women disconnect, but men always think that a woman has to sit around and beat a ride or die and wait for indefinite answers. You don't even know when you'll be ready. Still don't. So why would I?
Then I would still expect you to sit down and be a ride or die.
You said what?
If I would have made you my girlfriend, I would still expect you to be a sit down and ride or die. You're supposed to be that as my girlfriend. You would have did it as my girlfriend, right? So why not do it as a friend?
Because I wasn't your girlfriend. You didn't make that commitment to me.
But if I did, you would have did, right?
Well, in a scenario, it depends. If you was telling me that you don't want to be romantic and that's my love language, then I think that maybe we should have cut ties. Like, it wasn't like you was saying, like, I'm going through something, super emotional, personal to me, and I just need you to be there with me. You were saying, I don't want to be emotional. Like, that's a key component in a relationship. I don't want to be emotional. Basically, I just want to cut shit back. And I remember you telling me that you're not really romantic or whatever. My love language is romance, it's talking, it's touching. I love that. So if you're not into that, why doesn't it make more sense for me to find somebody who's more compatible with my wants and needs? Why would I wait? Like, I feel like, why would I wait around? And that's like, we're just...
That's really what you feel like you want and did. And I guess that's what you should go get. Like, but that's not something that every man is going to have. Like, so, but I guess if you probably can find somebody that got that easily. I don't know. Like, but it's not easy finding somebody to sit down and ride or die. So, and I seen that in you. I seen that you can really be saying a loyal person. Like, I seen that in you. But when you really showed me that, oh no, I'm out. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, then that's what it is.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we had multiple conversations of like what the next step was, and each time you told me what you didn't want, and it didn't align with what I wanted. So I feel like the next step for me would be just to move on instead of just me sitting in limbo, like you working on yourself. You don't know what you need or what you want. You just was kind of confused, and that's okay. You just, like, for me, I'm just not a person who could just turn off romance and stuff like that and just like sit there and just wait to figure out what's going on because you want me to be a ride or die, but a friend at the same time.
Like, we all got our own ways of looking at shit. Like, I definitely see where you're coming from, though. Like, I'm being honest, I see where you're coming from, but we all got our own ways of looking at shit. Like, I just thought that you could. I thought you would be able to understand that, but that shit really just fucked up every take when I said it. And that shit was like, damn, I kind of draw it, but this is really, I can't go against what I believe, like what I know, like what I really feel is best for me. I can't do that just to try to protect her feelings. I gotta protect my feelings every day because you are here to protect your feelings, like so. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it was.
And I also think a big part of it was, and this is no way in shape or form trying to criticize you, but I just feel like you don't know how to verbalize what's going on in your mind. It just may be a lot going on up there, because the way the way you say things and the way you try to explain things, it just be seem like a bunch of gibberish to me, and I don't always understand it. So it just be like, yeah, I want you to be friends with me, ride or die with me, and like cut that romantic shit out. So it's like, bro, I'm about to become Brandy. Like, you want me to be there, help you out, listen to you, talk to you, cut the romantic shit out. So what? There's no future for a relationship or anything like that there. Ride or die for someone who is yours. Because if I was just riding or die with niggas that I talk to, then I look dumb.
Like I said, though, like, we all got our own ways looking at shit. Like, that shit ain't never been. That's what you said. Like, men and women, whatever you say really know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good combo. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though we heard each other now. All right. So I feel as though we can. There is no beef. We already established that. But I'm still going to tweet. But I'm not going to. I'm saying make it feel like it's directed towards you. But that's just who I am. You know. Especially when I get intoxicated, sometimes I'm going to tweet. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we don't follow each other on Twitter, so I don't really see your tweets like that. I only will go to your Twitter if it's like before when it was like fresh, like right after we stopped talking, or like when you hit me up the other day, I'll go look or something like that. But I don't check it every day, so I'm not really paying attention. But outside of that, I don't know. I did always, because we never verbally talked about it. Like a lot of that stuff was via text, so I feel like the vibe could have got misconstrued. But I did want to talk to you like verbally, just to hear or pick your brain in a sense to see what you thought. Plus, you know, it's been some time, so it will just be like off the dome, not no emotion in it or nothing like that. So I just wanted to pick your brain. I don't have no beef with you either, though. You're the help.
I'm the help.
It's like no. It's like no.
I'm like, what? I was trying to stay at the place you cared about.
It's like no.
Oh no, but I don't have no beef with you either. I really I'm like, you're cool. Like if I see you, it's hey. If it wasn't Corona, I would give you a hug. It's like no, but yeah, I don't have no beef. It's no issue. Like with you, you know. Hit me up if you need a recommendation. I don't know. I'm just saying anything. But, like, literally, I don't have no beef with you. I still be talking to, like, it really don't. It's no beef.
Same here. You stay blessed out here. Shut up.
I can't. All right. Well, hit me up. I'll talk to you later. Okay, glazed donut. I look like a glazed donut. I can't even talk. So, I know I'm biased. I really hope that men comment on this as well, but I feel like he just said a bunch of stuff all around the circle. Like, I still don't understand all the way what he be talking about. Like, do y'all, like, this is something that I really would love to have, like, feedback on. Please comment down below, because I don't know. Do I sound crazy? Let me not say crazy. Do I sound delusional? Do we make sense? Do y'all understand both sides of the scenario? I don't know. Can't say he's childish, but I think I'm more mature than him. Like I don't understand. Are y'all willing to be a ride or die friend? What was it? A ride or die friend with no emotion or romanticism. Is that a word? I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'll do this again with another ex. Who knows? I have a good one. I'll see if he'll do it. Not sure, but I feel like this is good. This is healthy. This is me learning a little bit. This one was a little bit confusing, though, because I still don't understand. I don't know if y'all do. I don't know if y'all got what he was saying. Y'all may. So y'all may be able to enlighten me and open my eyes up about something, because I may be living in a fantasy world, a dream world. I don't know, but ladies, men, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will hit y'all another time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Whatever. I don't give a I'm still in the house. I'm still in the house. I don't give a Do I look like I give a because I don't.